If someone lands on your website already knowing, liking, and thinking about working with you, but they still hesitate because they can't quite explain to themselves or their partner why you're a good choice, that is a value proposition problem. When prospects can't clearly see what makes you different from everyone else, the investment actually feels risky. So they stall, they second guess, and they start comparing you to other options. Today, I'm going to show you how to fix that with a value proposition that makes your expertise unmistakable and your offer feel like the safest, smartest next step. Here's what we're going to dive into today. How to flip common industry complaints into strong value propositions, the same way Uber transformed taxi frustrations into global growth, and how to apply your finished value props to your website so prospects feel confident moving forward. Before Uber existed, taking a taxi came with a long list of frustrations everyone knew too well. You never knew what the fare would be until the end of the ride. You had to stand on the street and hope you could catch one, or call a dispatcher and wait who knows how long. You needed cash or a credit card on hand. If you were traveling, especially out of the country, you had to figure out the taxi system every time you landed in a new city, and you had no way of knowing whether the driver would be safe, friendly, or honest. Uber built their entire business by solving those complaints. You get a fare estimate before you book, and a car comes directly to you with one tap. The payment system's completely cashless. The way to book a ride's the same no matter where you are, thanks to their global app, and a rating system gives you control and confidence over who picks you up. Their value proposition's based on fixing problems. The smartest way to get around, one tap and the car comes directly to you. Your driver knows exactly where to go. Payments completely cashless. That's the same approach we're going to use today. A value proposition is simply the reason someone should choose you over someone else. It answers the subconscious question every potential buyer is asking. Why you? To craft a value proposition that makes prospects immediately understand why you, look at the common complaints or concerns of clients and customers with services like yours and flip them into promises. To illustrate this, we're going to use a fictional decking company called Tyrannosaurus Decks. What are often heard complaints that homeowners already have about contractors? We're probably familiar with them. The project takes longer than expected. There's unexpected hidden costs. Communication's terrible, and the yard becomes a mess with nails and debris everywhere. And if an issue comes up after it's finished, good luck getting them to come back to fix it, right? Those frustrations aren't minor. They shape the perception of the entire contracting industry. And this is exactly where your value propositions live. When you take those complaints and turn them into your official promises, you instantly become the deck contractor who gets it, who's different, and the contractor that people trust before you even show up. Let's take these industry complaints and flip them. It always takes longer can be changed to, if we're late, you get 5% off for each extra day. They left a mess can be addressed with, we run a magnetic sweep of your entire property. The price changed halfway through can be countered by transparent pricing with no surprise add-ons. They never communicate can become daily updates so you know exactly what's happening. They never come back if something goes wrong can be changed to, we fix any issues within the first year for free. This technique is so powerful because your strongest value propositions are hiding inside the complaints people already have about your industry. Let's take our promises and craft a value proposition for Tyrannosaurus Decks. The no hassle way to get a deck. 5% off for each day we're late completing your project. Get any issues fixed for free for 1 year. No surprise add-ons, no mess left behind, and daily updates on your project. Now let's apply these value propositions to your website. I wanted to show you how we can take the value proposition we created for Tyrannosaurus Decks and apply it to the website. Remember, this is just a fictional company, but here we can take the value proposition, which is this, the fact they have a no hassle guarantee and what that entails. And we can put this on the hero section of their homepage right here. So if we know that 100% of visitors are going to land and see the homepage, and the first thing they're going to see on the homepage is that hero section, whatever is above the fold, or that first section. It's called many different names. We can apply that value proposition right to that hero section. So it's the first thing 100% of visitors will see. They'll know that they are on the right site because it'll say Tyrannosaurus Dex. Here's what they do. Then their guarantee here, the fact that it's 5% off for each day that they're late completing a project. If there's any issues, they get it fixed for free up to a year. No surprise add-ons, no mess left behind, daily updates on your project. What this does is immediately builds trust for your new visitor, and that's going to be very, very appealing to them because you are addressing the common complaints in your industry. So that's one way of applying the value proposition. Another way of doing it is on your About page. What you can do here is you just have an About Us. There's your headline. Below it is where you're putting your value proposition. Any issues fixed for free for 1 year. No surprise price add-ons, daily updates on your project. Now, in our value proposition, we had about 5 things that we were guaranteeing. What you want to do is just pick the top 3 and put them as what this is called as a value stack, just a bar right in that hero section. So what it does, it's a quick hit, very quick information for your visitors to see that they can pick up really fast without having to read through a lot of text. Now, another way of applying that value proposition, remember, you want to do this in different parts throughout your site. You're not just going to put it in one spot. You want to put it throughout your site for 2 reasons. You want to make sure they see it, that your visitors see it, and they see it more than once, because you want them to remember all these things that you guarantee. So you could also put it here on your service page. Again, the hero section of your service page. So it looks very similar to what we saw on the home page. We're just reiterating it again. And one other place you could put it would be on your contact page, wherever your contact form is. You're going to remind them again that you have a no hassle guarantee, and you're going to outline what your no hassle guarantee is. Why are you doing that on your contact form page? Because you want to remind them of the value they can get working with you. They're much more likely to fill out this form and to submit it when they remember why you can provide such incredible value. Now, here's the part most people miss. You can have the strongest value propositions in the world, but if the rest of your site isn't equipped to convert visitors, you're still losing leads. When I analyzed 250 websites, I discovered something so surprising that almost all of them were working against the goal of making money from their site. And here's why that matters. A clear value proposition is one piece of the puzzle, but there are other factors that directly impact whether a warm prospect feels confident enough to take that next step. I've compiled all of these into the conversion files, a free data-driven report that breaks down exactly what high converting websites do differently, and the quick, simple fixes that can help you catch up fast. If you want to see how your site stacks up and how to fix it, click the link in the description to download the report.